Yeah, I believe the Detroit Pistons are for real. This team, the one thing about Detroit Pistons basketball, it seems like every decade, once they make their reemergence, they kind of like take 5 years off, then they come back. But now, they got the team of misfits, which nobody wants. That's kind of how they won their chip in '04. This Pistons team is very fiery, led by Cade Cunningham, who I said after Tyrese Halliburton was on the come up. I like the structure. I love the feistiness. I like the way that they're being coached, and they are very aggressive. They claw. No, there's well with let's keep it 100. The Knicks, as good as their offensive firepower, they're too soft and fragile to really claim anything out the East. I know everybody wants to slob on Jalen Brunson and slob with Cat, but they're just not. They are missing something. They're missing someone that could hold those pieces together as one. And I don't know if firing Tibbs was the right answer or not, but I just know that they're not anywhere close to being a title contender because they always their own worst stumbling block, and they'll lose to somebody. The Pacers are gone from the penthouse to the doghouse, and without Halliburton and Rick Carlisle, I'm like, are y'all gonna win a game? When did y'all just morph into like the worst team in the NBA? But you see, this is what I mean about not having a real leader. Because losing Miles Turner ain't gonna cause that. You still got Siakam and all that. They just don't have that dude. And when Halliburton not there, it shows. So they just look really bad and brutal. And of course, the Celtics without Jason Tatum. I like Jalen Brown, but hey, they need both the law firm to be legit. They don't play good enough defense. They're known for choking and gagging leads, and they just like a pretty average team. Cleveland, it's a nice, fun story, but we know this is going to end in the second round. They're happy and jolly, but they don't have anybody that's a true leader on their team that can propel them. And that's one of the problems that they face. You know, you got some interesting stories here and there. I guess Chicago's playing all right, but I don't buy the Bulls. They missing another piece. And the Heat, who's my team, don't have that alpha. I know when Tyler Hero gets back, but they still are around and in bunches of guys who play hard. But it's not a team that I sit and go, yeah, they're going to come out the East. The reason why I think the Pistons look legit is because they hit on both sides of the ball. They work in teams. They're playing good cohesive basketball, and they got a leader in Cade Cunningham. So I'm watching this happen right before the eyes. So I'm not surprised by the Pistons at all. But only because the reason why I say this because I've seen this show before. I saw this when Isaiah and Dumars was doing a thing. Then I saw it with Chauncey and Rip and Ben and Sheed and Tayshawn and all that, and when Larry Brown. They do this every so years that they play this ball where they are making their presence felt. And if they're playing great basketball, which can be physical, intimidating, ugly, they're going to be a threat. And right now, the East is wide open. There is no OKC in the East. There is no Denver in the East. So there's not even a Houston in the East, really. That is really because listen, and we get back to Milwaukee. Giannis is health aside. Doc Rivers has got all the signs of getting fired, and they don't have the right supporting cast, and they're finesseful. So there is, you got a lot of teams that in Philadelphia, I don't trust it long term. I like Maxey a lot, but Joel Embiid has been a hindrance. Nick Nurse was like he done lost the magic wand after he left Toronto, and I just ain't buying enough in the big picture. So why not Detroit? Hey, why not the Pistons to come out? You know, because hey, they playing like they want something, and so we'll see how it turns out. I don't get too excited, but I can tell you one thing: if the Pistons are playing like this, they're gonna be a problem deep in the playoffs. I can tell you that now. So believe in the Detroit Pistons, if nothing else. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm all time. Peace.